it's Jo and welcome to episode 6 of Wine, Sex and Chill. So I know last month we didn't have an episode, but if you watched my chit chat get ready with me, you'd have known there was so much happening. I was, interviewing for a new job and stuff like that. And guess what? Your girl got the job. So that video went up on Monday, and then on Thursday I accepted an offer. Was it Thursday or Friday? On Friday. Friday. One of those weeks last week, but when I accepted an offer from the company and I'm going to start my new job tomorrow. Which when you watch this video on Friday I'd have been at work for a week. So yeah, your girl is going to be having an 8 to 5 job from the 9th of July. I'm so excited for this new journey, but yeah. So let's just get into today's video. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about masturbation. This is such a hush topic. Like very few people talk about this. Like when I asked you guys on Insta stories, like what was your thought on masturbation stroke self-pleasuring, 64% of you are like, yeah, it's a good thing, go. But very few of you came back to me with like your responses or your thoughts on it. And then that's when I realized like, wow, like people don't talk about masturbation. It's been made to seem as though it's such this bad thing, like you should not do it. And I'm just like, okay, but that's my job to come demystify everything that falls under sex. So let's just get right to it. So the first thing is, what is masturbation? It's a natural and safe way to explore your body, feel pleasure, and release built up sexual tension. So you can see in that description, it's the same thing. It has the same meaning as sex, So when you're masturbating, it's self-pleasuring. It's getting to know your body better. Like that's one way I'd recommend for you to get to know your body better, especially if you're a virgin or you're single or you just want to know what makes you tick. So filling yourself up, like getting to know like, oh, when I'm touched here, I feel nice. Oh, when I touch myself here, it feels this way. So it's a really good way to explore your body and then just get rid of sexual tension, especially if you're single and you're virgin and all that stuff. Like you don't have a partner there with you who can help you to get rid of sexual tension. But if you do it yourself, like, you just, it's like a nice way to get rid of that pent up energy. So if you're stressed out or things like that, just flick the bean or yeah, and you're good to go. So despite the myths, there are no actual physical harmful side effects. However, excessive masturbation can negatively impact your relationship and everyday life. With everything in this world, if you do it in excess, it becomes something bad, just as drinking or smoking or whatever it is. If you do it in excess, it's like a no. So with masturbation, again, just do it like, when you need to do it. Don't just do it like every single day, like it becomes something you must do. Because when it becomes something you must do, it'll start affecting you. It will start affecting you physically. It starts affecting the relationships around you. And if you're constantly thinking, I need to masturbate, it's just a bad distraction that shouldn't be there. So ask you guys what your comments were on this whole masturbation. Sorry, I kind of sort of lost the screenshots that I'd taken. My phone is just acting up, so the screenshots kind of sort of disappeared. But some of the responses were like, it's such a good thing to do, especially if you're single. Like most of you responded like you're single, so it's just something you usually do just to help yourself out and get rid of that sexual tension that you have. Some of you said it's just like when your partner is not there and you just really have to do it, so you usually do it. And it's such a good way to explore your body, find out what you like, what you don't like, and all that stuff. And then there was also this other comment that had like, she usually does it, so she used to do it and she used to wonder why is it such a bad thing, that she was being put so much shame, so much guilt was being thrown towards her. Like she's religious, so she goes to church, but all throughout this whole religion, Christianity and things, she was being told it's such an evil, you shouldn't do it and all that stuff. And I, coming from a Christian background, I used to have the same comments thrown at me at church. So I stopped going to church in 2013, and that's just another topic for another day. Sorry, the train is passing. So I live close to the railway, so you can hear the train, but we'll just ignore that. So I remember this time in 2013, somewhere around there, we're having this topic about masturbation and all, and then our pastor was saying it's a bad, it's evil, you should not do it, it's not condoned. And I was in the middle of exploring myself, like finding out myself, what I like, what I don't like. So I decided, since I'm being told it's a bad thing, let me try and stop. So when it got to like day number 5 of quitting, I was just like, but I'm in pain, like why do I have such this urge to do it? And it's not as though I used to do it regularly. I just used to do it every now and then. But then I was like, nah, if it's so bad, why am I having such a hard time quitting and I'm not addicted to it? You see, so me and the church just, yeah. So I myself usually do it like once or twice a month. And this is primarily right before my period or when I'm ovulating. There's usually just so much pent up energy, and I'm like, wow, like this is so much. Even when I have sex with my partner, I'm usually like, babe, we need to do something extra because there is so much sexual tension in me and I don't understand. And then I'm like, oh yeah, my periods are coming. Okay, that's why. So yeah, so that's why I do it, or when I do it. And then like the side effects, other than if you're doing it excessively, are guilt and feeling dirty or shameful. So this is another point you guys put across to me, that after you do it, like after you hit your climax, you end up feeling guilty or feeling shameful about it. And I used to have that same feeling, but it's just how society has made it feel like it's such a bad thing. So whenever you do it, you're thinking, oh my gosh, this is such a bad thing, why am I not supposed to be doing it? So you just need to take out your mind out of that societal mindset. It's not a bad thing, it is a healthy act. Let's do it. So you see, so it's just something that you need to talk through. So I'd also recommend talking to somebody else, like your very close friends, or go to a therapist if it has gotten to that point. Just talk it out. Talking actually helps a lot, and then you'll understand like it's not a bad thing. Like it's very natural. Natural. Hey, my Kikuyu is just it's very natural and it's such a nice element just to have for yourself. Nextly, if you become addicted to masturbation, like I said, if you do it excessively, you become addicted. It takes away from your day-to-day activities and it negatively impacts your relationships. So let's say you have an 8 to 5 job, but then you're constantly thinking of masturbation. It'll start affecting your day-to-day activities to a point where you have to start scheduling when you're going to masturbate in between of all your activities. And that's not how it's supposed to be, you know. Masturbation should be like another, I'm just feeling pent up, I just need to have a quick one and get rid of it. And I'm not saying everybody should do it. I know a few people who don't do it and they're okay with it. They're like, whatever, it's not a must. So you see, it's not like a must you do it, but if you do it, like you do it properly, don't do it excessively, and it's just a nice backup plan to have. Like it's a backup plan, you know, like plan Z, something like that. Next, if you're addicted, there are various ways you can manage this addiction of yours. When it comes to an addiction, you have to find something to replace that act. For example, people who smoke and are trying to smoke usually start chewing gum. So when they feel as though they're jittery and they need to smoke, they usually grab a chewing gum and then just chew, and it gets your mind out of that thought. So when it comes to masturbation, do another physical act that will replace that act. For example, going for a run or a jog or a walk. So when you have that urge, like you're like, I must do it, but you know you don't need to do it, just go for a walk, go for a run, just get your body active and working just to get rid of that thought. Another way is like journaling or writing down. So when that thought comes, just start writing it down. Say, today I'm feeling like this, like it's so much tension, so much energy. So that act of writing down gets your mind out of the thought of having to masturbate, and you're just concentrating on writing, and it will also help with that. Lastly is like talking to somebody, going to a therapist or a psychologist or even your very close friend, and just talking to them about them, telling them how you're feeling, what's going through your head and all that. And I guarantee you, if you do this if you do it on a regular basis, it will start helping you with your addiction to a point where you start forgetting that you have that addiction, and you can go through your day-to-day activities without having to think about it. It is a journey, but any journey starts with the first step. And hey, I'm also here if you want to talk to me, like just hit me up. Next thing, like when I was doing my research, I also found a section that was saying if you have like decreased sexual sensitivity, for example, if when you're having sex, you're not feeling it, it's a good way to masturbate so as to find out what actually works for you. So I'm going to read for you the statement that I find. So it goes like, women who have sexual dysfunction, enhanced stimulation, including masturbation, can help increase sexual desire and sensitivity. It increases in desire, arousal, and overall sexual function. So this is specifically for women. The post I found was being written for women. So sexual dysfunction is having like, when it comes to your sexuality, there's something that's going wrong. Either you feel pain when you're having sex, or you don't have that feeling everybody sees you're having when you're having sex. So here it recommends like including masturbation into your routine for you to find. Where is an ambulance? Okay. Adding masturbation into your routine for you to find out what you like, what you don't like, and what stimulates you. Like some people like being beaten on the, like being sucked on your boobs. Some people like being beaten on the neck. Some people like that. So just touching those areas and finding how sensitive they get will actually help you increase your desire, your arousal, and your sexual sensitivity. So if this is a problem you're having, I'd recommend you first talk to a therapist who will help you with the steps that you need to go through this whole process. But when it comes to sexual dysfunction, it's another whole other topic that we'll discuss later. It's more medical, so we'll discuss that later when we get to that topic. Cool. Okay. Next thing, we have benefits of masturbation, my favorite part. So it relieves built-up stress, boosts your mood, helps you feel pleasure, helps you release sexual tension, helps you sleep better, helps you relax, helps relieve cramps, helps you have better sex, better understand your wants and needs as a person. Couples can mutually masturbate to explore different desires, and it prevents sexually transmitted diseases. So you see, so I've said a bunch of things like where benefits of masturbation. For me also, it helps me sleep well. Like that days where you're just like frustrated, you're just like, I don't know what's going on, and then I masturbate and I'm knockout. I've slept like a baby, like perfect 8 hours, and I'm just like, oh, I feel so much better. So you see, so it just helps relieve sexual tension, helps relieve stress, helps relieve frustration and all that good stuff. Sleeping better, and then with cramps. I am somebody who cramps badly. I had endometriosis when I was 16, so that's just where your blood clots in your uterus, and other than all of it coming out, some gets left behind and just coats the lining of your uterus. So I had that, and I experienced severe cramps. Like my cramps are just like, nah, I cannot function, I cannot do anything. Like the first day I'm in bed. Like yesterday I started my periods for this month, and the whole day I was in bed. I could not do anything. I was in so much pain. So yeah, so like it just helps relieving those cramps, because now your muscles are contracting like this. So it's just feeling as though somebody is eating you from the inside. But then when you masturbate, it just relaxes those muscles, because when you hit your climax, you release those hormones, like the happy hormones. Those are the endorphins and the dopamine. So you just release them, and then your body relaxes. So those also help with relieving pain. So it's such a good way. So if somebody who cramps excessively, like severely, and you don't want to take painkillers and stuff, you can masturbate and just see how, if that helps you relieve those cramps. Another thing, it's better understand your wants and needs. This is something I've also explained. Like when you explore yourself, you get to know what you want and what you don't want. So you're able to tell your partner, like, I like it like this, or I don't like it like that. And just having that open communication with your partner helps so much, because you don't want to force things, or you don't want to pretend you're enjoying something that you're not, because pretending is horrible. I've done it before, and it's the worst thing, man. Next, we have like in a couple situation. So this is something I like to do with my partner, but not every time. Like a nice added benefit, like I kind of sort of masturbate in front of him, and it's just like, you should see in his eyes, it's just like, I want to get in there. So, just having that extra excitement in your sexual relationship is just another way to get to know each other. Plus, also that way he sees how you like your clitoris wrapped. Because it's like, you guys never know where the clitoris is or how the clitoris should be wrapped. So, if you add that as a female into your sexual relationship, your partner is about to know, oh, you like it like that. So, if I do it like that, I'm just going to kill you. And it actually works. It actually helps the relationship get more exciting, just so nice. Then prevent sexually transmitted diseases. So now that you're masturbating, it's a solo act, it's self-pleasuring. So you're not introducing bacteria from somebody else, or you're not introducing some disease from somebody else. So it's just you yourself. So you see, it'll help prevent any sexually transmitted diseases, especially if you're not too sure about your partner. But again, I always say you and your partner should always go get tested, so you guys are aware of where everything is lying. Cool. So yeah, like this that's all. That went quite fast. That's all that comes under masturbation. There's so many myths, there's so many lies that are floating around masturbation and the whole situation like that. A major myth is that for men who masturbate, it can cause erectile dysfunction, which is something I found isn't true. So I did plenty of research on this, and I found like masturbation is not directly correlated with erectile dysfunction. Erectile dysfunction is something totally different, and masturbation does not cause that. But if you masturbate the wrong way, like if you hold your penis too tightly or you bend it and stuff, you can actually cause your penis to lose sensitivity. So you just need to relax your hand. Like, just do it in a very sensual, very relaxed manner so that you don't cause any injury. When it comes to erectile dysfunction and all that, we'll just do a different topic, because that topic can go on for some time. So we'll just discuss that at a different point. I found some articles on Standard. Standard is a local newspaper, and I read it and I was just like, nah, bruh. Whatever got into your head for you to write that, you must have been gone wrong. So I won't read it out loud. I'll leave a link down below so you guys can go check that out. But again, masturbation is such a healthy thing. It's such a natural thing. And especially if you use it just like now and then, it just relaxes you again. Like, that's the main point when it comes to masturbation, just relaxing you. Because if you're a guy and you have blue balls, and even if you're a chick and you experience blue balls, I've experienced blue balls where like there's so much pent up tension to a point my clitoris is in pain, and I'm just like, that's not right. So if you do it the correct way, if you do it in a healthy manner, it becomes beneficial for you. And with all this stress that goes on into the world, just ways to relax you are good. It's good to have a bunch of things that you can do for your, like, self-care. Like, we should add masturbation under self-care. Like, it's something good for you personally. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed talking about masturbation and having me putting myself out there. It's as though it's not something I usually do on a daily basis. So yeah, if you want me to go now further into masturbation and try and explain erectile dysfunction and all that good stuff, please do let me know. Again, this is just my personal experience, and this is just something I want to share with you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend, and I shall talk to you in my next one. Bye.